On today's vlog, we kick off a two-part series that deals with those annoying 3-in-1 creator buildings that look like they should be in the city, but they just look like crap. Welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name's Brandon, and on today's vlog, we are taking on the Lego 3-in-1 creator Noodle shop. Now, I can already feel it behind the camera. You all are thinking, I'm gonna click off this video. And you know what? Usually I would say, I wouldn't blame you if I saw a YouTuber pick this up and say, this is a subject of today's build. I'd be like, because I've built this set and I can tell you right now, I did not like this set. But last week we had to clear off room on the Lego shelves, and that meant I needed to finally get around. I have 3 projects that I want to test the website Rebrickable.com on. This is project 1, Wednesday's video is project number 2, and then one day farther down the road, we will do the Up House as project number 3 to test out Rebrickable models. So today is our first test drive of trying the Rebrickable models. Now I'm shooting Wednesday's video back to back with today's video because I believe that if everything goes to plan, this video is going to be surrounded by some incredibly awesome builds for the beginning of July for you all. So I'm not going to have time to do it now, so I'm pre-recording these for you now. So, about the Noodle shop. This is the Lego Creator 3-in-1, 8 and older, 31131 downtown noodle shop with 569 pieces. Now, I would show you what it looks like built already, but I already did something incredibly fun. So check out that clip right now. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. That was of me smashing it because I'm tired of looking at it. And now it is sorted out into nice little bags, all color coded, ready to go. Super happy, super fun. So as I said, guys, I'm looking at a Rebrickable model with this set, and I already have the Rebrickable model in mind. It said that I only needed 2 of these, so I just got this in today. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this build. But before we do, let me show you what we're working with here. This is the Rebrickable model that we are going for. Now, this Rebrickable model is brought to us by Brick Active. It has 896 parts, and it is a $9 guide to have this done. Now, I've never done this before, so I really hope that it goes well. Like I said, it's at 896, and we have 569, so it doesn't use all of the pieces. So we will have a good amount of pieces left over because we should have about 1,200 by the time we're done. But it goes from that ugly old thing that looks like crap in the city, as you guys saw from my last week's video where I used it just as a mock-up, to this. And this will be a beachfront property. And if all goes to plan, at the end of this video, we will have it in the Lego City. So on that one, everybody, let's go ahead, let's buy these instructions and go into a time lapse. So I'll see you all, hopefully, back for the review, and all this was successful. Now it's time to reveal and review the Noodle shop from Rebrickable. And here it is. So it went from that open back play set to this. So now let's go ahead, let's dive in, and let's give some thoughts about it. So overall, really good roof detail. I like how they inverted these pieces to make them look like a nice roofing feature. Clearly some pieces were made to work, and that is okay. Again, this model is from Rebrickable, and it was a $9 instructions. Now, the original calls for no door down here, but a door here. But I ended up putting the door that it said not to use here, and then the door that was said to use here, I did put here. So now we got matching clear doors with a nice clear center piece. It is like a smaller modular building, which is really cool. This survived from the original, which is pretty cool. And when I say it's like a little modular building, oh, see, that's another detail. See, that door matches on the other side than it does over here. So I don't know why they had me do it like that. I'm glad I changed it. So the roof does come off, and this does look like a child's play area, maybe like a daycare or something. Overall, it's pretty unique. It's pretty good. One weird thing is that there is an access hole in the back of the model on every level, but again, you know, there wasn't a lot to work with, you know, so overall, that looks pretty good. And then coming into the Noodle shop, one really cool thing is using the sticker elements for this piece makes it look more decorative, so I'm glad I did that. Again, open back, so you can kind of play, I guess. You can see the noodle bowl. There's a range for the oven or the stove. I just broke something off. Overall, a lot of really good detail inside of the model, and it's really tiny. You can't pick up the models like, you can't pick up modular buildings like this. So overall, really cute, really simple. So these are the minifigs that were extra, and I made them look like this, when originally they look like that. And I was able to MacGyver and rescue the ice cream cart. It did call for some ice cream cart parts, but I was able to substitute and modify, as you can see from the original. Some things are a little bit different, but I was able to save it, because I gotta have my Asian chef with a hatchet going down the street. I cannot live without that. So those are the originals. Those are how I remixed them. So now we have some extra minifigs for the city. Everything stacks back up, pretty simple, just like you would in a modular building. Just like so. So now let's go ahead, let's give some final thoughts about this process. So now it's time to give the final thoughts on using this Rebrickable model. And honestly, guys, it's way better than I could have ever anticipated. If you guys accidentally bought the Noodle shop for display or to put into a city and it doesn't quite work well with what you expected from it, and it's not a set for your kid to play with, and you're looking for that next thing to do with it, to make it worthwhile like what I was going through, then this is definitely the option for you. Now, I did go through all of the models, and there are a lot on there. There's even one that takes 3 kits plus the office kit, and it kind of makes a full-size modular building where it's a Noodle shop on like an office building. So there's definitely a lot of ways to twerk this set around and make it work. But for me, This looks like a noodle shop with a little, business on top, and it only took 2 kits. Now, I do think that the creator of this model, I do believe that he was kind of loose with the parts, and in a way, that's a good and a bad thing. The bad thing is, I do have all of these parts left over, and there's some really good stuff in here, like plants, tree leaves, the back of the ice cream cart, of course, gray plates. There's even some, flesh-colored, 4x1 brick. So there's a lot of good stuff left behind. But luckily, for the sake of everything, we were able to save our ice cream cart. And I really wanted to make sure I was able to save this. And to be honest with you guys, I did have to MacGyver a lot of stuff to make this work, and the fact that it still somewhat resembles an ice cream cart is something I'm very happy about. And the other cool thing about getting the 2 sets, like I said, is the original minifigs, and then we remixed them, where he switched out the torsos, the pants, the head, the hair, what they're holding, and now we have 2 extra minifigs to put throughout the city, doing random crap. So that is cool as well. So overall, I do think that this was worth it. Knowing what I know now, I am staying clear of Creator 3-in-1 sets. I've been burned not once, not twice, but now 3 times. I bought 3 of these sets for things to do at the city, and I was disappointed each time. So now I have the experience under my belt that unless there's a insane Rebrickable model that can really make it worth my time, I'm staying away from 3-in-1 creator sets. Besides this one and the Cozy House, which is Wednesday's video, I also got the beach camper van, thinking it would be, the correct scale for the city. Turns out, it's too big, and it looks like crap. The only good thing is we were able to use the restrooms from that set with a few of the other little accessories. So, not a complete waste, but now I have a VW camper van that I don't know what to do with. So it's in the backlog cabinet, as you guys know from watching the video when we cleared out the shelves. So now, let's go ahead, let's take this thing over, let's plop it into the city. I'm not going to fully install it yet because I'm going to have to make it and Wednesday's video both fit in correctly. So the polished of locking it in will be on Wednesday's video. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just got to do one thing before I can do another. So let's go ahead and let's do that one. So here is the original scheduled area of where I'm going to put the noodle shop. I do want to look and see if I want to maybe put it in like that. I'm going to say like that for right now. And if that all checks out, then I'm just going to give it a squish and it'll be locked in. But for now, I'm not going to lock it in and give it a squish. I want to leave it like that until I put the house next to it on Wednesday's video and see what that looks like. So with that one, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed making this video. This is the first and one of 2 videos so far where I finally got the cojones to go ahead and tackle a Rebrickable model on Rebrickable.com and try something new. And now we have 1 out of 2 buildings that will be someone else's MOC, but it is a MOC for the city. So now when someone comes and looks at the city, there's something that's not store-bought and built in the city. So that is a really cool thing. Once again, I just wanted to shout out, Rebrickable for that incredible guide for the noodle shop. I could not be any more happier with that. So awesome. One thing I will say about using Rebrickable models is it's kind of like you're a fish out of water. You're relying on someone else's build skill. It's kind of a foreign feeling, but at the end of the day, it all works out. And there's nothing wrong with trying something new when it comes to Lego. So again, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys thought. Now, back to our huge week of incredible new Lego builds. And we'll pick up the part 2 of this on Wednesday. So thank you for watching, and you all have a good one.